Shalom, all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yehoshua, Bahasham, Rekakwadash, double honors to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and sincerity. Video will be entitled, You Shall See Jerusalem Compassed with Armies. Lord will, you are edified. Video was inspired by two
Breaking news right
videos from TikTok. First video, done show, fair use.
now. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, has just declared war on American citizens and American cities in a speech to senior Pentagon leaders. Folks, I cannot overstate how important and serious this moment is. Today, Donald Trump addressed Pentagon senior leadership from across the globe in Quantico, Virginia. And his speech highlighted how the real threat, according to him, is within the United States of America, openly declaring war on American cities across the country, openly declaring war on what he perceives as domestic threats from American citizens. The President of the United States is actively talking about using the United States military against American citizens. Today, during the speech, Donald Trump declared war on Americans, saying, quote, "Our history is filled with military heroes who took on all enemies, foreign and domestic." That's what the oath says, foreign and domestic. We also have domestic. Watch this.
But these service members are following in a great and storied military tradition, from protecting frontier communities to chasing outlaws and bandits in the Wild West. And our history is filled with military heroes who took on all enemies, foreign and domestic. You know that phrase very well. That's what the oath says, foreign and domestic. Well, we also have domestic. George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, Grover Cleveland, George Bush, and others all used the armed forces to keep domestic order and peace. Many of our leaders used the military to keep peace. Now they like to say, oh, you're not allowed to use the military. And you know what the people say? The people in those cities where they're being raped and shot and beat up, you know what they say? We love the military. You ever see where they interview the people on the street? I've never seen somebody say they don't, unless they're radical and paid off, because a lot of these insurrectionists are paid by, whether it's Soros or other people.
Moment. Donald Trump is actively highlighting.
All right, second video
Started off his speech
comes from Jay's World 411.
We now know
Fair
what
use.
Trump and Hesketh's meeting of the generals was all about, and it's about them declaring war on American cities. That's right. They want to declare war and wage war in our inner cities in America. This is what Trump said. He even suggested using our cities as training for the military in war. If you are not understanding this yet, Trump wants to use our military against us, the people of America. He said that.
Wait a minute. So if Trump is doing this, this makes him who? Let's go to Isaiah 19:4. And the Egyptians, modern day Americans, will I give over into the hand, meaning might, power, or control, of a cruel Lord. Hence, Donald Trump. And what is Donald Trump about to do? Declare war on the American people. Okay, again, to declare war on the American people, because all Americans have been deemed as terrorists based on the Patriot Act. And a fierce king shall rule over them, saith the Lord, Yahweh of hosts. And all of this is happening because it's within the will of the Most High. And Esau is going down, right? And ultimately, they don't give a damn about what's going on in those inner cities. Their main op is the prophets of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushua. So let's jump to Acts chapter 18 and verse 1. After these things, Paul departed from Athens and came to Corinth, and found a certain Jew named Aquila, born in Pontus, lately come from Italy with his wife Priscilla, because that Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome and came unto them. So Claudius had commanded all Jews. Why? Because you had camps everywhere in Rome, turning things right side up. And it's the same thing going on now. So with that being said, let's go to Revelation, not Revelation, but Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. History merely repeats itself. It has all been done before because it's the same individuals or people coming back on earth around the third or fourth generation. It has all been done before. Nothing under the sun is truly new, and that's literal. Okay? By default, history can be associated to who? Or Salakia, to what? The concept of reincarnation. So let's go back to Acts chapter 18 and verse 2. Claudius had commanded all Jews to depart from Rome. So let me see something. What legislation did Claudius? All right, so the Roman Emperor Claudius is believed to have expelled Jews from Rome during his reign, 41 through 54 AD, but there is no surviving official Roman legislation like an edict text that fully documents this order. All right, so there's no. All right, so it was an order. The order was likely temporary and aimed at quelling unrest, not full-scale persecution. All right. Since the Jews constantly made the services expelled. Okay. All right. So Acts 18 and 2, Claudius had commanded all Jews, and for that Greek term commanded, you have something, or Salaki, you have a word, you have the word prescribed, going into possibly a legislation. But according to ChatGPT, there is no edicts at this time frame. But nevertheless, right, nothing is new under the sun. So if it's happening now, it happened back then. And more than likely, that commanded is going into a form of legislation that Claudius used, okay, to have the Jews removed from Rome, because the Jews had camps, okay, teaching the word of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah. So with that being said, let's go to Isaiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Okay, the nobility of Edom. All right, they decree unrighteous decrees. All their decrees or legislation is designed to oppress the people for the attainment of the new world order. And guess what? The nobility of Edom controls Congress. All right, so how is a bill created? step by step how legislation is created. First, an idea or need for a law. It can come from anywhere: a citizen, interest group, organization, government agency, or a member of Congress. Only a member of Congress, rep, or senator can introduce a bill. Drafting the bill is written in legal language by the member of Congress, often with help from legal and policy staff. 3. Introduction of the bill. A rep introduces the bill in the House, or a senator introduces it in the Senate. The bill is assigned a number. Is then sent to the appropriate committee. 4. Committee review. The bill is studied, debated, and possibly amended in committee. The committee can approve it, change it, reject it, table it, mean kill it without a vote. Some bills go through subcommittees for more detailed analysis. Floor debate and vote. If approved by committee, the bill goes to the full chamber, House or Senate, for debate. Members can propose amendments. A vote is taken. If it passes, it goes to the other chamber, House or Senate, for the same process. If it fails, the bill dies. Conference committee if needed. If the House and Senate pass different versions of the bill, a conference committee works out a compromise. The revised bill is sent back to both chambers for a final vote. 7. Presidential action. The bill goes to the president, who can sign it. It becomes law, veto it, sends it back to Congress with reasons. Do nothing for 10 days while Congress is in session. It becomes law automatically. Pocket veto. If Congress adjourns within 10 days and the president does nothing, the bill dies. So in a nutshell, this is step by step how legislation is created. And again, the nobility of Edom controls who? Your members of Congress. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, their legislation, and that write grievousness. For example, deeming all Americans as domestic terrorists. Okay? Hence the Patriot Act. Okay, grievousness means what? To be miserable, painful, meaning what? Their laws are draconian. They can put you to death with their laws. They can oppress you with their laws. Let's go to Proverbs 24:2. Proverbs 29:2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. And we will see this, okay, in the rulership of Yahushua and the 144,000. But when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. The people mourn. The people are mourning right now. Okay, go to your comment boards and look how people in America and outside of America are mourning and criticizing this rulership, criticizing the world. So again, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. Let's go to Luke chapter 21 and 24. Luke 21 and 20. And when you shall see Jerusalem, okay, compassed with armies, and this is what Donald Trump is doing in today's time, okay? Now, at this time frame, Yahushua is prophesying what? Okay, pagan Rome ransacking Israel, okay, going into starting around 66 AD? Okay, so Yahushua prophesied about this 40 years before it happened. meaning pagan Rome invading Jerusalem. Okay, so verse 20, and when you shall see Jerusalem compassed with armies, then know that the desolation thereof is near. All right, and Donald Trump has declared war on American inner cities. And who lives in the inner cities? Okay, you have Jake, right? And remember, people, this is in the book of Second Maccabees 5:19. Nevertheless, the Most High did not choose the people for the place's sake, but the place for the people's sake. All right. So the same thing is about to happen now. We're seeing Jerusalem compassed with armies in the spirit. And pretty soon you're going to have Trump's American military doing what they do, because desolation thereof is near. And you're going to have soldiers from overseas as well getting busy too. So Lord will, this was edifying. Shalom.